Hey guys, what's up? It's Corey here from Circulate. I've been checking out all you guys' jersey designs and I can't wait to pick a winner.
Season 7 is the return of heroes and the return of some fun events. This weekend, the Concha Del Mar is celebrating finishers, and you can earn either double or triple XP. Meanwhile, the city hosts the Adidas Basketball Open Run. If you want rewards, you'll have to beat all 4 Adidas teams. Next weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Fire and Ice, where you'll either be on fire in takeover mode or ice cold. And in the city, head to the event center for TKO. Knock out your opponents and see if you can get to the top floor. Because if you do, you'll get heavyweight prizes and quadruple XP. That's it for me.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At power forward, Scotty Barnes. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. At center, Kristaps Porzingis. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, Trae Young. The head coach of the visiting team is Nick Nurse. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your home team. In the middle, 7 feet 7 inches, number 6, Andrew Bogut. Starting at power forward, 7 feet 7 inches, number 7, Ersan Ilyasova. At the other forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Starting at shooting guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 3, Grayson Allen. The other guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 21, Drew Holiday. Your Milwaukee Bucks head coach is Mike Budenholzer. Once again, your home team.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. We do see NBA teams utilizing more zone defenses. Raptors coach Nick Nurse said, offense changed so drastically, now defense is having to adjust. Lakers' Frank Vogel said when your team is down and looking for a spark, the zone can break their rhythm. Kevin?
We see cycles all the time in the NBA for sure, David. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Andrew Wiggins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Trae Young is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Barnes, and there's Porzingis, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Ilyasova out there with Bogut. Then there's Allen. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. When you know you're on a championship contender, How hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Excellent defense from Holiday pays off with the steal, and it starts a successful fast break.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last.
Toronto ball.
Bucks on defense. Porzingis finds Barnes. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bogut. Ilyasova against Porzingis. And it's Ilyasova with the three.
Big men often are unaccustomed to closing out that far, but you can't leave Ilyasova.
Ball's knocked loose. Young passes to Porzingis. Barnes right side. 6 to shoot. They double team Beal. Over Allen. Barnes trying to free himself up. The shot by Beal, no good. Allen for the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Young. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. No one covering. Allen's got 5 points so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Nice shot by Bogut.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
On defense, the Bucks. The pass to Barnes to stop the drought, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the fourth youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings. Got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside, Beal. Poked away. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet away.
Boy, I like the intensity of Ilyasova on defense. Fantastic job crowding the shooter there.
And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Bogut's got 6.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Here's Barnes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with the slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Wiggins. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bogut with it. Now defended by Wiggins, and he makes that one.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
The last 4 buckets they've surrendered have come in transition. At some point, you've got to make an adjustment.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Milwaukee making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in and finished off by Bogut.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you No, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is Young. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. They just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
And the officials call traveling violation. Poked loose. Ilyasova with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. The three. And Ilyasova hits the three. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Young after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Wiggins. Now Young. 5 on the clock. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The shot from the low post is good. Holiday's got his third basket of the night right there.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Toronto. Taken away by Holiday. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. And another three for Milwaukee.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Stolen by Allen. Bogut finds Allen. From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Allen's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Bucks.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
Jumps up, and Allen with the slam.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open, Drew will get it to you.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. You take a look at DiVincenzo. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Allen. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Allen's got 12 points in the game. Young with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Toronto turns it over again.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 3rd in three-point shooting. 8th in field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. And here are the Raptors now, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Holiday inside the line, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, sometimes Holiday makes it look so easy. Automatic, able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Stolen by Holiday. Allen outside, fires the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Beal, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Back Connaughton, he's checked in for Bogut. LeBron comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Caruth is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Raptors, Kevin Love's checked in for Barnes. Thompson comes in for Beal. And it's ball in for Young. Connaughton passes to Ilyasova. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Nice looking shot from Ilyasova. He hits these shots consistent, especially when the defense doesn't make their presence felt.
And ball comes to help. Caruth. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Fast break, Milwaukee pushing it up. Lets it go from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Unhindered, going all the way. The pull-up, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Got a piece of it. Connaughton passes to Caruth. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And that one's good from Connaughton.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set, get a running start to the rim. You should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's ball. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
The Raptors making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And that one is hammered home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nobody near Allen. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And now we hear from Giannis, spelling out his key to staying confident.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media. That's it. Just spend time with your family, spend time with your teammate, and just come here and do your job. I think you don't second guess yourself. You just go out there and play hard and give everything with the team without thinking about nothing else.
a good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. That makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Kevin Love out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Ball. Then it's Thompson. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt it? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Knocked away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. From deep, Ilyasova. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Ball kicks to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Back to Ball. Will it go? That's tipped.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's Allen with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Took him no time at all on that one. Caruth just got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, just too many baskets in transition. It's really, that's been the difference.
And you know they work on that plenty in practice. A run out here and there will happen. That's part of the game. But they've got to do a much better job overall.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's Caruth, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Ball, the pass to Porzingis. They could use a bucket, and Ball puts it in.
Boy, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Allen, that's good.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Allen leading the charge. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high-percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Watanabe's checked in for LeBron. And then for Toronto, Barnes, he's checked in for Porzingis. Beal comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Ball. Here's Thompson. That shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
They double-team Beal. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, Brook Lopez.
And the Raptors with the ball. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Staggering accuracy from Beal. Goes up from deep range and makes a tough shot look easy. And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense. Has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning. But if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Ilyasova. Pass to Karuch. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Inside, here's Love. And it's sent back by Allen. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Watanabe. And Flynn subbed in for Karuch. The Raptors also with a sub. Wiggins is checked in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Young dishes to Love. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Love's got his first points in this one.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Allen for the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Tipped away and stolen by Flynn. Up the floor, Ilyasova passes to Giannis. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
Yeah, and if you got the legs to do it, I think it's the best way to play. And they've made that commitment.
Beal against Allen. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Fast break. Flynn's got it. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And the pass to Young. Poked away. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Love against Flynn. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Flynn's got 6 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And Young kicks to Beal. Young taking his time here. And stolen by Flynn. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been quite a night for the veteran Ilyasova. He's found a nice rhythm, and he's locked into it.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And stolen by Flynn. Ahead, Ilyasova with the ball. Picked up by Love. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Raptors ball.
It's tipped. Young pass to Barnes, and stolen by Ilyasova. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. And stolen by Flynn. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
He kicks it to
2 minutes
Ilyasova.
remaining in the first half.
Over in the corner, Allen. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
Toronto shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. They double-team Beal. And stolen by Flynn. The shot by Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got 4 assists in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Young. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The Raptors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Fires for 3, and Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnover is not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
41 seconds left in the first half. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Allen for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And there's the feed to Beal. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. And that's now 7 points for Beal.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
A nice shot by Flynn. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Poked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully, start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for the Bucks, Kenny, how'd you see it?
They're getting a lot out of their bench. A lot. For the most part, opponents' game plan is to take away the starters. But then, when your second unit comes in and plays with this type of intensity and torches the Nets, you've created a whole new problem for the other team.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Ilyasova. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Allen. And it's Flynn in at the point. Young against Flynn. And Young, here we go. And here is DiVincenzo. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Milwaukee. Knocked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. On defense, the Bucks. Here's Beal. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Timeout called, the Bucks. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. James comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Never a bad idea to set up LeBron. I mean, running offense for the King normally works out pretty good for you.
Beal with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Young. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Knocked loose, so another turnover for Milwaukee. The finish, and Holiday throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Pass to Young. Driving to the basket.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
Ilyasova against Wiggins.
And the execution in their half-court offense has left a lot to be desired this half. Just way too much one-on-one and not nearly enough ball movement. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
LeBron passes to Ilyasova. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Ilyasova's got 29 in the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Young into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Bucks.
Wasted no time on that one. Allen's got 44.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Some changes for Toronto. Klay Thompson comes in for Beal, and it's Ball in for Young.
LaMelo Ball.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. So another turnover for Milwaukee. And Holiday throws it down.
Boy, out there in the open court, the veteran Holiday putting it away. Drew loves to play in the open court.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Outside, Ball. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Can't nail the jumper.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Right side, Ball. Lays it up and off the glass.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Ball against Holiday. And stolen by Ilyasova. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
Well, I tell you something here now. Ilyasova has deceptive athleticism, and I think it catches defenders off guard because if he gets around that rim, he's ready and looking to throw it down.
Passes it to Thompson. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Allen. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
Well, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
The Raptors shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And Ball gets double teamed. Porzingis passes to Thompson, and yes, it's good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. James with the ball.
You know, it would be fun to tabulate how many of LeBron's career points have come on the break. I would just venture to guess he's had a bunch of them.
Here's Ball. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And Ilyasova throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer is right on target. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in just the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
To end the run, and Ball with the lay-in. Ball's got 6.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And that is exactly what Ilyasova is out there to do. I mean, his jump shot is straight cash.
Raptor shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Thompson outside to the inside. Here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Allen inside the three-point line, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Allen's got 48. Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. For the finish, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Tonight, we're seeing what Holiday's capable of. He's a total team guy, wants to set up other people, but he can also carry the offensive load if called upon.
To the right side. Here's Ball. Wiggins trying to free himself up. Ball, no good. Milwaukee has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, I really like the way Holiday runs with a purpose in these situations. It's not enough just to run the floor. You've got to know exactly where you want to run.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Ball surveying the defense. Tipped away to the middle. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Allen for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
That's 2 bombs in a row.
He swipes the ball away again.
Just a suffocating. defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game. 1:50 left in the third quarter of the game. Nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Allen against Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Toronto. Kevin Love's checked in for Barnes. Bradley Beal comes in for Thompson. Young is subbed in for Ball.
Trae Young.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Allen, and again another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Beal dishes to Young. 14 feet away, and it's sent back by Allen. Just 4 to shoot. Beal with it, and Allen picks him up defensively.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Young. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Beal, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And James with a clear path to the hoop, and LeBron throws it down hard.
Yeah, you watch LeBron play, and it's obvious he gets more joy out of passing to his teammates and setting them up than scoring himself. But tonight, he's feeling it.
And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Bogdanovic. Young out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 spot.
Aggressive move that time by Holiday. He's the engine that makes this offense churn.
Here's Young. Outside Bogdanovic. Cloak loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And another steal for him.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
Nabbing another steal.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. Timeout called the Bucks. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played. But if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is. And you have to adapt and adjust. And that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for James. And Caruge is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Launches it. And another three for Milwaukee.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Shoots it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Karuch has got 38 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Allen, and another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. This is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And that one is stuffed right through.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and there the Bucks with another bucket.
And a sudden flurry of fast break activity. They've been racing up and down the court.
10 straight points in transition. The defense is backpedaling and reeling right now.
Allen for three, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow. What can you say?
It's stolen by Allen. All alone. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by Milwaukee. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
That's tipped. Left side, Love. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Allen. And Ilyasova throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Karuch, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Daniel Tice is checked in for Toronto.
Substitution. Daniel Tice.
Down low. And it's blocked. Here's Karuch. They grab their own miss, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Yeah, that's seasoned experience on display there. Ilyasova able to carve out good position and then using his length to corral that miss.
Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. Cranes the jumper to finish the break.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Tice, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Tice has got his first points of the night.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And when the freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now, here is Young. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Here's Young. With the drive, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Tice, Milwaukee with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Tice passes to Young. And again, no good by Toronto.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Puts up a three, and Giannis hits it to go. On the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Nice focused shot that time by Giannis at the arc. He'd love to be even more consistent from out there, but he's making progress in that area.
The Raptors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
That'll be a backcourt.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Wiggins is checked in for Trae Young.
Line up for the Raptors. Andrew Wiggins.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Allen. Now the Bucks moving it up. Allen leading the charge. Over Bogdanovich. And another basket for Milwaukee.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Bounce pass Young. Wiggins finds Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Back to Wiggins. Trying to get something going. And again, no good by Toronto.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max force throwdown.
Poked away. Pritchard passes to Young. And the shot is long. And so Allen will bring it up for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Hey, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Caruch passes to Ilyasova. Over Tice. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
Ilyasova is really one of those HE players. Highly efficient.
Here's Pritchard. Defended by Allen. Knocked loose from 7. The rebound by the Bucks. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. He takes it in. And then Allen slams it in.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And there's another turnover by the Raptors.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Allen for the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Ilyasova against Young. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Over Tice. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Allen.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Allen kicks to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Allen passes to Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Drops in the tray.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It's good.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
It's Allen on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich, and it's in there. Kurt just got 49 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.